Hello guys, welcome back. Just to tell you, the audio might be a bit bad because it's a bit windy outside, and that makes a lot of noise, kind of. But yeah, besides that, today I'm gonna be reviewing Snarl, and this is gonna be the third part to my 6-part series on a group of Age of Prime's dinobot figures that I got that can all combine into Volcanicus. So, the last video will be about that. The first video is about Swoop. Second video is about Slug, or Slag. You should definitely check that out, though, because I think it's pretty good. It was my last video. And then this one's going to be about Snarl. This guy right here. So, yeah. Let's get right in. Starting with how he looks, I think it's pretty good, like, they got the paint details pretty well, like, that right there looks pretty good. I think the Autobot symbol is a bit wonky there, like, you can't really see it too good, especially on camera. But, yeah, going on to the feet here, I think it's pretty nice, like, the design and stuff. I think these little, like, panels there are, like, plates from the, Stegosaurus mode is a bit in the way. Like, it's just a bit bulky or, like, out there. But, yeah, besides that, I think it looks pretty good. And then you also got, like, the, like, other details and, like, the paint and stuff. And then you also got these legs there, which I think looks pretty good. Going on to the back, you got the head of the Stegosaurus there. Sorry to get those two mixed up a bit. Yeah. Okay. Also, I forgot to spread those down. But, okay. Yeah, now I think these parts of the legs look pretty good. There's just a bit, like, hollow gap in the waist right there. But I think that's fine. It's not too big of a deal. So, yeah, there's also more detail there. I really like the tails going out on the sides of him. Like that. Yeah, I just think it looks really cool and, like, intimidating. So yeah. Now going to the articulation. One sec. Okay. So, starting with the articulation now. Starting with the head, it can, like, turn on the left and right, And then it can also go a bit up, but that looks a bit weird, and it's for the transformation method, so, yeah. Well, actually, it can go up the other way, too, but I don't know. Yeah, going down here, the wrist can turn. That's also a transformation method, or, like, gimmick. And then that also goes, like, you also got some elbow articulation there. And then also, the arm can move like that. It can move up and down, and then also just, like, spin like that, Same with the other one, just like that. Going down to the waist here, it can turn, which is good, I guess. But yeah, now the leg can turn like that, and then there's also some knee articulation right there, just like that. And also it can, like, do that, and that, and that. So yeah, same with the other one, just like that. And yeah, now on to the pose that I like to display him in. One sec. Okay. Yeah, this is the pose I like to display him in. Actually, I'm going to turn the head a little bit. Yeah, this is the pose I like to display him in, because it kind of looks like he's, like, shooting at someone, and, yeah, so, like, he's shooting at someone. The head is slightly turned, arms up, arms kind of out right there. The waist is turned, legs kind of apart a bit, and then that one right there is twisted to the left a bit. But yeah, I think this pose looks really good, because it kind of, like, is like him shooting at someone, like he's on the offensive. Of course, I only have one gun out of all of them, so I can't display them all with the gun. But this is the pose that he'd be in with the gun. So yeah. Now on to the transformation. Okay, so yeah. Now going on to the transformation. First thing you want to do is this little thing back here. You just want to prop that up, like that whole section, and then you want to twist the head in, and then you want to put that back there. Actually, no, you want to keep it like that. Then back here, you want to, or actually, no, not right now. Sorry. Okay, but now, these little hands, you gotta push them in like that. Same with the other one. And then, going back here to the shoulders, there's a little thing right there, so you can just prop it up like that. Same with the other one. Yeah, and next you want to put these two tails together, just like that. And then you want to push it down. Sorry if the camera's a bit blurry. Yeah, or push it down just like that. Next, what you want to do is push these two fantails up, or plates, I guess. And then you want to grab these sides, just like pull them out like that. Same with the other one. Next, what you want to do is just curl it in like that, just like the whole thing. Yeah. Kind of like with slag and slug. Also, it's going to be the same with sludge in my next video. Yeah, it's basically just, like, the legs are very simple and the same for all of them. But yeah, now that you got those in, what you want to do is grab these two things there and push them in like that. Or probably that one in first. Then you want to, or actually probably at the same time. Okay, so yeah, just like that. And then you want to clip them together. And then these heads, you want to clip them together too. And then fold them up. Then put these front arms down, just like that. And then move these back there, just like that. And then just like set everything up straight. And yeah. Okay, so now going on to the alt mode's design. I think it looks pretty nice, like quite a bit like a Stegosaurus. I think this tail kind of looks a bit junky when it just like goes straight down, but I guess like they couldn't really do anything else, you know. Or maybe they could have, I don't know. But and then I like how the back legs are up a bit more than the front ones, and that they're a bit bigger. And then also the head looks pretty nice, like with that clear plastic on the outside, making it look a bit more metallic. And then also with these plates back there. And yeah, going on to the other side, you also got some clear plastic outline on that foot. Same with the other one, and then some, like, the ankles are a bit bent there. Like, you can't move that. That's not in the articulation. So, yeah. But, and then on these is a coating of clear plastic on the outside also. So, also gives that a metallic, like, paint, or, like, look, too. But, yeah, I think it looks pretty nice. Sorry I repeated that. And let's go on to the articulation. One sec. Okay. So, starting with the articulation, the front feet can move like that. Also with the other one. And then, the head can also move up and down, I guess, too. Like, you can make it do that, but it just looks a bit weird, and it's part of the transformation. So, not really meant for articulation. But you can do that if you want, I guess. This leg has more movement. Like, it goes like that, so it can become straight. And then also, it can rotate like that, so it can be like that. And then, that can go up. It can also, like, spin around like that. Yeah, that's it for the legs. The tail can, like, go up and down, I guess, but that's also part of the transformation and doesn't look too neat. Yeah, that's it for the articulation for the alt mode. Yeah. Now going on to the outro. Okay, yeah, going on to the outro. I'd honestly rate this figure I'd say probably a 9 out of 10. Like, I think it looks pretty good with the two tails there. And the alt mode's actually pretty clean, you know? Like, it looks pretty nice. Transformation is also pretty cool with, like, these sections there, like, folding out and then back in, you know? Or, yeah, that looks pretty neat. Or, that is pretty neat. But, yeah. I'd rate this figure a 9 out of 10. And I think it's very worth getting, especially if you want to make the Volcanicus, which will be in the 6th video. So make sure to watch every video of the series. Of course, you don't have to, but make sure you do if you want to. Because that will show you more information on the individual characters instead of just watching the Volcanicus guy. So, yeah. So then you can see how individual guys transform. But, yeah. That's enough for this video. Please like and subscribe if you want to see more. And goodbye.